Hello! It is I, Scorpion Gizmo. And we're taking over chat. I'm in fact wearing my headphones because Sean's fall on my head. And they're not actually connected to anything, so I can't actually hear the music, but I was like, I'm gonna wear headphones, because why not? How is everybody? I'm good. I literally just got home and changed into a gaming shirt. And Sean was very surprised. I think he thought a burglar was breaking in.
To be fair, right now we have people painting outside. I hear the door open and I hear spray in the voice screaming. I'm like, oh fuck, are they like trying to come in and paint the apartment right now?
But yeah, so I didn't tell Sean I was coming home early. He wasn't expecting me until like 5 o'clock. And I got home much earlier, obviously, because it is only 2:40 right now. So I was like, I'm gonna fuck with him. And with... Aw, thanks, Haley! Haley said that it's a prettier strummer.
That's fair. That is fair.
I tell my bosses sometimes, because my bosses are a husband and wife duo, and every time anybody compliments the wife, the husband gets all, like, defensive. He's like, oh, well, what am I, chopped liver or whatever? I'm like, Kim, she's the pretty one. Like, just accept it. And he's like, she is like a fine glass of wine. I'm like, exactly. So, also, Sean is opening books that I just picked up from the office. Also, hey, babe, really weird thing happened when I got home. So, we got a package today with some soaps and things, so we are officially autumn ready because it's all like autumnal scents and stuff. And when I went to the front office to pick up our package, 2 cop cars were pulling up and talking to our office manager. So, or our complex manager. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. Do you have any idea? Did you hear any weird noise or anything?
No, I came scooting past that office 30 minutes ago, tops. Nothing was happening.
So that was a little bit concerning. So that's what's going on in the world of Scorp Derp. Hot clown cops. God damn it, Cryptid. Alright, that's it. You can have your community back. Bye, guys!
Hello! Welcome into the stream, everybody. How we doing
how much
today?
More chaotic it is when I open because I have no idea what to say to everybody.
Okay, see, here's the thing. I never know what to say either, but I'm just like, alright, cool, spew the same bullshit you start every stream with, and then just whatever happens from there, dope. How's everybody doing today? Happy fucking Friday. It is so good to see you all. Let me catch up with chat here for just a second.
You didn't miss a lot.
Okay, Cryptid, if you have the time, or progressively over the course of a few days have the time, I would recommend watching the stream of Maze yesterday, because honestly, it was actually fucking fantastic. It was one of the stupidest games I think I've ever played, and it was fucking fantastic. I will say it however many times I need to. Not clown cops incoming. I hope not. We don't need that. I wouldn't put it past Josh, though, to hire hot clown-themed strippers.
Don't give him any ideas.
He's not here right
please.
now, so he doesn't have the idea. And if anybody repeats it to him, I will actually ban you. No jokes. That's it. Get out of here. Let's see here. Clown cops are just called cops. The clown is implicit, honestly.
Truly, though?
Especially here in the U.S. and especially in the great state of Texas. Unless they deal with Karens or those people who make me feel bad for cops somehow. That is honestly fair. But we are here today to play some video games. And before we do, if you like the music you hear in the background right now, do yourself a favor. Go check out Joshua, aka Reset Vibes. Speaking of the man who would hire clown strippers. He makes some great music. You're gonna love it. Everything okay?
I'm missing a product.
Oh, what the fuck?
My mini deodorant isn't here.
Do they send it separately, maybe, or?
It says it's all in here.
That's weird.
Oh, never mind. I found it. It was just really small. Oh my
Okay.
god, look how cute that is.
Oh, that is adorable.
It's purse size.
Neat.
Shall we show everybody what we got?
It's totally up to you.
You guys.
We're not sponsored.
You guys, it's
Not
autumn.
sponsored.
It's
Brand doesn't matter. The scents don't matter. For sure. I don't want to feel my Dead by Daylight addiction. Hey, fair enough, Cryptid.
This one smells like toasted vanilla and honey.
Oh, that is delightful.
This moisturizer lotion smells like Honey Crisp and cider.
It is. I mean, as soon as September 1st hit, it's fall. I don't care. Oh, that was a good choice.
And then also, because I like all things autumn and I'm a girl, I got autumn scented deodorant.
You're very cute.
Oh my god. My underarms are gonna smell delicious, you guys.
Fantastic.
They're gonna smell so good.
Joshua, we need hot clown cops in Sean's area. No. No.
The thing is, Joshua is one of the few people that knows exactly where we live.
Exactly. So there is that genuine fear of he can do whatever he wants.
Also
Oh my
smells
gosh.
really
Venom, thank you. God damn it, Twitch. Nobody fucking cares.
good. What did Twitch do?
Nobody cares that you gave an extra 3 bits. Can you fuck off? How you doing, Venom? Thank you for the 30 bitties and for
Venom!
always. The stream does not start until we get Tunnels in chat. How are you doing, my friend? How are you feeling? I know yesterday was a very rough day for chills. How are you feeling today? Are you doing better? Sometimes cops are single too. Dang it. Sam, my dude, nobody does care, Sean. I care, Sam. I do, man. How are you doing? How's the new gig kicking off? Much better today. You have a dry cough, but oh good, the fever's finally gone. I am so glad to hear that. That shit always hits so rough, so I'm really glad it wasn't too long. Had to change my bedding though because COVID sweats are real. Oh, I bet. Actually, when September hits, it's Halloween and it continues to January. That is how we do it. Hey, you got your first client today. Let's fucking go, man. Nice. Very nice. I'm sure you go knock it out the park and sell them exactly what they need and make a little bit of money because we live in a stupid world where money makes it go round. I hate everything, but I'm glad we're here, and that's really all that matters. But yeah, how is everybody doing today? Haley, Sam, Cryptid, Venom, it is so very good to see you all here in a slightly chaotic start to stream because I was later than expected because my job is a hellscape. We got the greatest surprise of a Caitlyn. And I think there was something else. I don't remember. It's one of those days. May or may not make a commission on 3 houses, 2 as a seller rep and 1 as a buyer rep. Yo, dude. Hot damn. Good for you. Very nicely done. And whales make the world go round. That they do. Especially one particular whale. And that is, I mean, both the client form of whale and also the Sean whale. Hey, you go get some water, Venom. And the assholeness of dolphins. But with all that being said, shall we hop on over and actually start trying to play the game that we were going to play today? Because obviously we're playing more Crypt Custodian. We're doing more Metroidvania. We are seeing how much further we can get in. We have whale indeed. We got a little under 2 hours that we get to hang. Just plenty of time to do plenty of shenanigans. Lately been really into Kendrick's old albums, really enjoying the depths and story of the songs. So I gotta be honest, I have not paid attention to really much of any modern hip-hop artists, and I feel like I've been doing myself a disservice. Like, outside of a few niche ones, I really haven't listened to any. Should I actually give Kendrick's old stuff a try, Cryptid, and see if it's something I can vibe with? I want to find someone who'll treat me like the Iron Pixar. That's the Sam we know and love right there. That is him. Hey, I started at uni and went over to help my sister move and came home at 7 p.m. Hot dang. That was a busy day for you, Haley. How was the first day at uni? Okay, so if I remember right, we are headed right up here. Because that... No. I think it's over here that we need to go. Because we got the power to make ourselves essentially split into 2. And I think that's how we're going to open up... Oop, ow. The... Eep. No, oh, your day started. That's right. I'm so sorry, Haley. My brain is completely fucking fried today. My apologies. This is... I even knew it's not literally the first day for you, even there for a couple of semesters, but my brain is just gone. Gotta recommend 3 albums. Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, your favorite album. Okay. Sick, I'll try and give him a listen. I've been trying to find more stuff to listen to while I scoot home the couple of days a week that I do. That way it's not just a constant stream of angsty bullshit and also acoustic guitar and some lo-fi. Are you surprised to hear me describe my music that way, love?
No. Although there is some stuff that you listen to that's a little bit more upbeat.
That's fair. That is very fair.
There's some stuff that has a little bit more chill to it.
Well, yeah, appreciate the recommendation, Cryptid. I'll definitely check it out. How you been doing, bud? What's new in your world these days? Snap. And we go. I'm so very rusty, even though it's only been like a week since we've played. Are you saying you're cheating on Reset Vibes with other artists? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Joshua knows this, alright? He already knew he had to share me with Victor. So he had to know there were more artists that he had to share me with. Exactly. We can't forget about Vic. That is impossible.
AKA Halo Bear.
I know it's not currently Hat Roulette. Where is it hiding?
Where did you put Halo Bear at? God damn it. I love you so much.
Repping the brand. Go listen to Halo Bear. Wait. If you're watching this VOD on YouTube, go listen to Halo Bear. He is in the link. If you're watching this currently live, if I could actually spell, or if you're watching it on Twitch, link in the bio.
Let's go.
You know what? I'm not going. No, I should spin the wheel.
I have to get my charger.
Oh, you were all good, love. I forgot to set up Hat Roulette. Excuse me, chat. Like I said, very much flying by the seat of our pants. I was not actually ready for today.
When aren't you flying by the seat of your pants for stream?
That is fair. All right, PNG top hat. At least I feel like most days I'm moderately prepared. Today is a next level of chaos. I know. I'm sorry you had to find out this way that I am not a professional.
Have we tested the new surge protector with me being also plugged in?
I don't remember.
Because I'm not playing a game. Am I able to use it just to...
Probably.
Okay.
I don't think it should be a problem.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was just that the old one was literally like 2
Dying.
decades old.
Yeah, no, fun fact, you guys, we completely blew our surge protector one day by me, plugging in my laptop while Sean was streaming.
Excuse me, well, somehow my hat got slightly enlarged.
Gambling.
Not more
Let's
Hat Roulette.
go.
No, but I want a video game. Alright, what do
You'll
we got?
never be able to actually video game beat.
We got Sabini.
Ah, it's an
It is time
ad!
for... I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Beep.
I wish I could turn them off, but I can't.
Tell them to leave me
Because
alone.
Twitch locks stupid fun features behind having to advertise. Quasha. Let me just get the hidden beanie on.
Tell Twitch I hate it.
I could definitely do that. Twitch would like to remind us that once again, they gave an extra 3 bits when Venom gave 30 earlier. Just in case you forgot. Twitch would like to remind you. Where is my
Wait, Twitch said it again?
They didn't say it again, but I saw it, so I was like, I'm in a meme.
God damn it.
So, recommend an acoustic group called Cigarettes and Sex. You know, I've never actually heard of them. I'll have to... Let me write that down so I can check them out later, my dude. Much appreciate the recommendations. I feel like I need to try and be more active in our music channel, the Discord. And also just a couple of channels in general, because I feel like there's so much more that we could share all together that it's mostly because I'm too lazy to ever do anything. Well, yeah, I'm gonna give them a listen later. Also, don't mind any background noise or bluffing doggos. We currently have the entire exterior of this building being painted today. Jazzy, you're good. I think the person who got paid by Russia to spread Russian propaganda in America is known for wearing a beard. I would like it known right now, I have no affiliation with the incel/Russian propaganda asset known as Tim Pool.
God damn it.
Nor would I ever, because fuck that guy. He's either A, a useful moron, or B, a deplorable piece of shit. Or C, all of the above. My guess, hypothetically, because I'm not really saying this because I can't be sued for defamation if it's hypothetical, but hypothetically, yes. Hey, Grizz. Taking a break from digging? You mean Tim Tool, honestly. Yeah, I had an itch for mischief, so I was gonna sneak up at the top of this tower and tag something. Kendra's gonna hate it. Let's do it, Grizz. Let's fucking go. What do you mean? As I can see, he's quite the distinguished gentleman and the extraordinary top hat. It's the top hat that hides it. Oh, nice. What is this place anyway? Well, this tower was meant to be Kendra's vacation home, and for a while she sentenced every ghost to spend eternity building it for her. But the workers got fed up and went on strike, leaving the whole building unfinished. And ripe for sneaking around in. I've heard some of the worker ghosts still live up at the top of the tower, and they don't like visitors, so be careful. Thanks, Grizz. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong button. There we go. But yeah, don't you just love how easily impressionable certain people are in this country, and just how incredibly easy it was for a foreign government to just completely take over an entire sect of essentially... Oh, hey, you follow me. An entire sect of... Oh, no. This way. Of influencers. It's just great. It's the best. Make it a bandana under a top hat. It might actually look... Oh. Cool. I need to remember that I'm actually playing a video game, don't I, you guys? I know it's been, like, 8 days since we played this last. That shouldn't make me this rusty. Certified old gentleman. I know, you did. You successfully distracted me, but it's not Ace Attorney Day. So, like, it's just some practice. It's just getting in some good old-fashioned practice for next Tuesday. Which, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna call it here. I think I'm gonna beat Ace Attorney's case that we're on next week, because we're definitely not finishing the game. But I think we're gonna finish that case that we've been on for, like, how many weeks now? 8 or 9, probably. Minimum. No, it's been more than that. I have a problem, you guys. I think it took us, what was it, 24 or 25 streams to finish the first game. I'm pretty sure now, here, almost at the end of the second case, we're already up to either 12 or, I think I uploaded number 13 for this week. I have a real problem. Josh, we need to go red. Unleash the cheese. Don't you dare. My colon still has yet to recover from it. Don't ever do it again. Because we all know Joshua. He would 100% meme and do it again. He would. That man has just enough extra money that he doesn't need to worry. Hey, CeeLo, what is good?
You guys, I would just like everybody to know that I'm trying to do a few things here on my laptop next to Sean, and all I see is every, like, 3 seconds, Gizmo jumps up in the air, waves his paws at me, panting, trying to get my attention, and then falls and repeats.
He's a mess. But yeah, CeeLo, how are you doing, my friend? It is good to see you. This is the third... Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the third case. That's right. So we're on a decent... Wait, I walk in and I hear something about my anus? Wait. I don't remember saying something about my anus. Am I losing my mind?
No, I did not hear you say anything about your ass.
I'm confused. Watson, my dude, he's too cute. Don't enable him. Alright, Gizmo's a mess. We love him. He is adorable. But he is a disaster. He also might bark because of the outside noise. I heard anus too. What? What word did I say that could be misconstrued as anus? That's a phrase that I should not have to say, and yet one of the many weird things that I do. I will enable the babies all day. Why must you do this, Watson? Enemies will create a dangerous blast upon death. Defeat 15.
Oh, your colon hasn't recovered.
Oh, that's right. That makes sense. Yeah, no, we were talking about when Joshua sent me a cheesa from literally to my front door as a meme for stream. Sex. Let's see here, 75 hours for the first game. I beat it in 20. But guys, Sean is secretly a speedrunner. Without the distractions, he would have beaten the game in 10 hours. Exactly. Exactly, Cryptid. You get it. You understand. I'm not the moron. I don't take forever to video game.
That's debatable.
Okay, here's the thing. Outside of Ace Attorney, I've actually been making solid progress with stuff. We finished Maze, which was supposed to be somewhere between, like a 3 to 5 hour game. We finished that in 3 and like 20 minutes. You heard it here, Sean. You heard it here, folks. Sean is a bottom. I can't, Sela.
So I'm just saying, one time Sean offered me, we were having, this is so stupid, we were having bread rolls with dinner, that he split in half, and he's like, top or bottom? And I was like, I'm definitely a bottom.
Very cute. People who don't know what a cheese is, it's... Okay, no, it's not a divine invention of KFC. It is a really shitty chicken breast, cut in half, fried, and then covered in the worst generic term pizza sauce that isn't actually, like... I don't know what percent of actual tomatoes it is, but it's definitely no more than, like, 60. Cheese that, considering all of the additives, should probably be more referred to as processed cheese product, and some of the cheapest pepperoni imaginable on top of that fried chicken breast. It was one of the least pleasant things I have ever had in my mouth. It really was. And I don't think I will ever forgive that dear friend of mine for tormenting me by sending me a cheese alive on the internet. Here, finally, some delicious fucking food. Get out of here, Gordon Ramsay, you're drunk. Alright, here we go. Still, honestly, one of my more favorite memes from the channel. To be honest. But still, average food stamps meal. I mean, honestly, though, like, that is so, outside of the pepperoni. I wouldn't do it with the pepperoni, but when I was extra broke and single, that was definitely the kind of kitchen sink meal that I would absolutely have put together.
A cheesa?
Not exactly a cheesa, but essentially like a really bare bones chicken parm.
Sometimes you tell me about your life before we met and I get a little sad.
I was really depressed. Not too much different from these days, but just different enough. Alright, let's see here. But you know, there was a reason why I ate so much Taco Bell, and it was sadness. Come with me, small friend. No, wait, go back. I need you with me. I'm sorry. I did not mean to abandon you. I do have a history of abandoning small things that I call my children in video games, so I'm sorry. Follow me. There we go. Bam. Goodbye, friends. Oh, also, I can take the hat off. I did not notice that. Bam. Much better. Because it is currently slightly warm in here. Because Texas is never not hot. Oh yeah, that's right, I do this. Jump and smack. Boom. I don't know if I'm going the right way. Okay, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Stop. Ow. Please. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. When I'm broke, aka a student, I make stuff with a ton of vegetables, chopped meat, either chicken or the cheapest beef I can find with rice, because that can last me the entire week. That is a smart way to do it. That is a really, really smart way to do it, dude. And I don't know why I censored the curse. I can curse right now.
The painters are being really loud, y'all. We're so sorry about that.
My apologies. It's gonna be a minute that we're gonna have to deal with this, because I think it's like the next 2-ish months that there's going to be some form of painting, so my apologies.
Thankfully,
No
our
cursing,
building
Mother
should be done in the next couple of days, which is ridiculous. They're like, it's like 10 days per building.
I know.
I'm just like,
It makes
why
no
does this
sense.
take 10? These
Also,
are not large buildings. Each building
they're
has
not.
like, let's see.
12 units, because there's 6 on each side, or...
There's 4 per
no,
floor.
24 per building, right?
Yes, 24. So there's like 24 apartments that are all 1 to 3 bedrooms. Our building is not very large at all.
Nope.
So the fact that this is a 10-day process and they're doing all the painting in the most inefficient way, on top of that, it all just looks like shit. I was passing by and like, I don't think they used any kind of primer.
Nope.
I was like, what? This looks so bad.
It
Just leave it
really
as
does.
the old fucking beige.
Also, Raven, very rude, but also good to see you, friend. How are you doing today? How was class today? I made cucumber soup yesterday. Oh, it's actually amazingly good. Traditional food in my country. Yeah, no, please, share the recipe. I have never heard of cucumber soup, but I'm really curious.
Sean does like cucumbers.
used to make this thing out of like those 30 count pepperoni packets and those cheap English muffins and just cover it in cheese. See, that was some of my growing up poor childhood lunches too. You'd like either that, or if there was a little extra money and we were feeling spicy, you'd throw that on top of a bagel and call it a pizza bagel. Those were, I was gonna say those were the days, but they really weren't. I could never get myself to cook a steak or a chicken breast and just eat it whole because my brain looks at it, or at that amount, could last me the entire week. Yeah, that's honestly a better way to do it. When you have it broken down into smaller bits like that, it is so much easier to actually, like, properly portion it. Let's see here. So real homie, that's kind of shit we did when I cursed even on Social Security and food stamps. Honestly, I relate to that so very much. I absolutely do. Let's see here. Good. Short day because part-time study has Friday afternoon, so we had lunch with the scenography class and went to the thrift together. Oh, that sounds awesome, Raven. Nice. Finally getting a look at Crypt. It looks so good already. Heck yeah. I'm glad you're finally getting to join us. It's been so awesome. It really has. I know. Straight up white trash gang represent. Poor suburban kids. Let's go. It was. I'm curious if this was a thing for you, Sela, or not, because I feel like it also partially had to do with with the age group I grew up in and like the suburban poor kids that I was friends with. But was ska music a big thing in your community too, Sela? Because like, that genuinely, one of my oldest friends, he and I reconnected at a ska concert like a decade ago. But like, I don't know what it was about like that early 2000s ska punk. That probably partially because again, poor kids, so like a lot of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. So like Goldfinger out the butthole. That was very unfortunate phrasing, Sean. We're gonna move past that. But yeah, no, was that a thing for you too, Sela? Or was that just the very small suburb in Oregon that I grew up in? Pluto, we need to talk. It's come to my attention that you've been befriending a lot of ghosts. Very quickly, in fact. I'm finding it a little bit suspicious. Is there something on that I'm not aware of? Perhaps some sort of mischievous plan? No, we would never be digging our way in. Nope, I'm just pretty outgoing, I guess. Okay, we'll just focus on cleaning. A new shipment of garbage will be arriving tomorrow, so there's lots of work to do. Wait, what? The garbage is shipped in? Sorry, I misspoke. Just keep cleaning and tell all your little friends you can't talk with them anymore. I hate you, Kendra. I hate you. I would like to yeet you into this glowing abyss, if at all possible. I don't think it is. See, unfortunately, I lost contact with pretty much all my childhood friends, so I can't say, but I can say that I do love some ska, been a big fan of jazz, funk, blues since I was 9, and got one of those pocket MP3. Oh, let's go! Heck yeah! I dig it, Sela. I absolutely do, but also relatable. Like, I was 20 when I reconnected with, like, the two at the time super close friends from mostly my childhood. And then, obviously, like, what was it, 2 years ago? Speak of the devil himself, 2 years ago when I reconnected with that beautiful human being right there. Ethan, my dude, how are you doing, man? How is your Friday going? Meanwhile, I learned why you put those circular rebar in concrete structures and how to calculate them today. Oh, really? That's super dope. I forget, I don't know why, but sometimes I forget what it is you're going to school for, Haley. That's super dope. I'm curious, and if it's too long of a thing to describe, that is all good. But what is the reason for doing it? I was wondering why my ears were burning. You just knew you were needed, my man. You just did. How are you doing today, Ethan? Some of my homies might not even be in the country anymore. Fair enough, honestly. I don't remember if any of the people I grew up with ended up actually leaving the country, except love.
So I need models for some of our, like, just to practice on this week. Mm-hmm. And so I posted it in the group chat. Not even a full minute later, one of my front desk girls responds.
Fantastic. Got off early. Ooh, going to see Brian Regan with your mom and brother. Nice, dude. Hopefully it's an awesome show. Heck yeah. That is a great way to kick off the weekend. Slap. No. Don't touch me. Okay, and that should just be... Yeah, shortcut down there. Perfect. Bam. Well, yeah, hopefully y'all have a blast with that, man. Let's here, put the recipe in the cooking corner chat. Sweet. Okay, give me 2 seconds, because I genuinely want to see. I'm really curious. I don't know why I'm speaking so weird. My brain is absolutely non-functional today. Brain! Do brain things. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what cucumber soup is. Definitely looking forward to it. Not to mention, ooh, it's 73 and partly cloudy. That sounds delightful, man. Ooh. Okay. That sounds really interesting. I might have to try that sometime. Thank you so much for sharing, Cryptid. Nope. Don't hurt me. Ow.
She's like, I didn't even finish reading. Man, there's a whole message.
But all that matters is skincare.
In case y'all didn't know, I'm getting back into doing facials, and my team is very excited.
Yeah, no, Caitlin is finally getting to get back into doing the ST thing again. She's super excited. Living in Seattle, there were a lot of immigrant people living in the apartment complexes. I used to be very close to one friend and their family who all, hey, were immigrants from India. That's super dope. You know, honestly, that's a thing that I feel like doesn't get talked about enough when it comes to the Pacific Northwest. Like, the area that I grew up in, it was a lot of, like, it was a lot of Hispanic and Vietnamese, whether it was, like, first generation or people who had been there for just like 1 or 2, but I feel like there is definitely this conversation of, oh yeah, no, the Pacific Northwest is super white, and it is true, but there's also a lot more people mixed in than anyone really gives credit for. I think we're getting close to the top, but I'm starting to feel kind of nervous. What about? Are you afraid of heights or something? Nah, I just keep hearing some voices above us, and it's freaking me out a little. I just hope we can tag something and get out of here before the worker ghosts up top can spot us. We got this, don't worry. We are doing righteous things and stuff, so no one will ever stop us. Okay. Ha? I don't know how I did not get hit there. Okay. It's different. Instead of having concrete itself carry the strain from a load on a concrete beam, you put stirrups in to make the beam work more like a truss bridge, with the stirrups acting as a vertical column. That makes perfect sense, but I genuinely never thought about that. That's super awesome. Thank you for sharing with us, Haley. Like, that makes perfect sense. Don't touch me. Thank you. Get him, little buddy. Get him. I need you. Please shoot. Any second now. Oh, I didn't actually have to go that way. They're from all over where I live. Hispanic, Chinese, Indian, Arabic. Heck yeah. It really is nice just how much of a cultural mishmash. Ow. That was dumb. Just a broad comparison to places like states on the East Coast, the Pacific Northwest does look really white, but just like you said, living here you definitely see a lot of diversity. Exactly. And like I know where we grew up, it definitely started to be a lot heavier of an Indian population right around like the time we were all getting into high school, because that was when there was a lot of influx of people coming to work for either like Nike or Intel. When there was really starting to be that technology boom. Who? In that area. Okay, we're good. I'm not dead. I'm almost dead, but I'm not. Okay. Where I can't go that way. Is there gonna be? There's a boss fight here. Alright, this is the spot. Time to paint my masterpiece. Now I live in hillbilly hell. That's right. I forgot. you were living in that big old space that I swear it's like 4 states that just kind of all feel like they mesh together because they're just kind of the same place but slightly different shaped. Hopefully you get the chance to escape at some point, my friend, and be somewhere that's a little bit more where you would actually be. Exactly, the dead zone. Wait, no, why am I getting... Don't bang me. Please don't. No, I have been shot.
Please, it was a baby love.
Oh, okay. Necking intel definitely bring people from all over the world. That is a fact, man. It was something that I feel like until we hit our, like late teens or early adult years, it really didn't hit just how much of an impact it had living near. I mean, there was also, like, Adidas was super close. There was so much in the, like, digital field that also was coming together in downtown Portland. It's been a minute since I've been assaulted by a dog toy on stream. I should have expected that. I'm watching you. You mean the places that is more corn than people, pretty much. So watching you. Soil too bad to grow corn here. That's further down south. Here we got cows and moonshine. What?
That was good.
Oh. I guess he's like, wait, but yeah, I can't get my toy. It's all the way in the corner.
You want it, Bubba? Here you
I
go,
love him.
honey. You weren't even playing with that one.
But, you know, it was also something that just kind of happened so naturally and smoothly that it also never really registered that it was a thing that was happening. You know, the inspiration isn't really hitting me like I thought it would. Now that I'm finally up here, my motivation is just, like, gone. Here, how about you paint something? Is the video game giving me the freedom to paint a thing?
Oh, no.
And I don't know if you noticed, but there's 2 things right here that make a shape that almost looks like a thing. I'm concerned with why Sean has such good reflexes. You just blink SOS if you need help. Yeah, fun fact, for those of you who don't know.
This used to be a really regular thing.
But also, like, beyond that, I actually did play a lot of sports growing up.
Yeah, he used to play basketball and shit, and also...
I hadn't busted my knee. I actually might have played semi-pro somewhere.
Years in kitchens also saves his reflexes because falling kitchen tools and safety things. But in my old apartment, our old setup was that my couch was like across the living room from his stream setup. So I would straight up sit there just yeeting dog toys at him, right? Like little ones like this, nothing bad, like big. And he would go, "Quah!" So one of the things I miss the most about that setup, that was a lot of fun.
It really was. That good shit too, the kind of stuff you only get from former Marines living in the mountains. Ha! I dodged! I didn't get to smack, but I dodged!
The 5 Ds of dodgeball!
Dodge, duck, dip, dive,
and dodge.
I'm gonna do it. I am gonna do the funny shape. I don't even need to be encouraged, but I will anyway. Moonshine, the invention from the glorious days of Prohibition, where America is truly great. Absolutely. You know what? I'm gonna do a different funny shape. Are you ready? This isn't what you were expecting. Get it? It's Among Us. Look. And we draw the head. Look, he's been decapitated. Because guess what? He's not sus. Boom. I'm sorry. I should have drawn a penis, but now I've done this because I wanted to subvert expectations, and I regret everything.
You should have drawn Gizmo.
Can I take it down? Are y'all finished painting? No. No, I'm still painting, because here's what we gotta do. You should grab anything that, or you shouldn't grab anything that's falling in the kitchen. Your reaction to something falling in the kitchen should be get out of the way. That is fair, but it depends on what it is. Alright, there we go. Bam! Ta-da! I'm all done, Grizz. Whoa.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
I love it. See, I knew you would be better at this than me. Alright, now let's get out of here before anyone sees us. Thanks, Grizz. I am about to die. I picked a very bad time to up-close funny mic.
Wow, I thought this was a Christian Minecraft server. Wait a minute, do I have to do the boss fight while there's the penis and the dead Among Us on the ground? I made mistakes, you guys. It depends. You don't have time to think what it is there for. I treated it long it's an apple really hot. Hey, fair enough. That is fair, Haley. Alright, let's do this. Too late. Let's go. There's a lot of native people around here, though. They're close to 3 different reservations. Let's go. You know, I would not at all be surprised, and this isn't me being racist. I just know that Jimmy lives in the general vicinity. But I would genuinely not be surprised if our homie Jimmy's been somewhere near where you live. Yes, you reap what you sow. Dang it. Can't believe that people pay for content like this. All you gotta do is come to the Derp Squad and you get it for free. Exactly. Dang it, I can't paint anymore. Oh no, I can't hit with that. I forgot my buttons. I forgot my buttons, guys. Yeah, Jimmy do live in Wyoming. That heat, ow, do. Ow. I need to not just stand around and let things hit me. Ow. I am dead.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's all good, love.
There's people outside existing.
Oh no, my terrible drawing is forever gonna exist here.
You brought that on yourself, Bev.
Why did I do this?
Because you're an interesting potato.
And I know man travels to like a couple of different states. I think even including all the way out to Colorado. When he performs. Nope, nope. Thank you, little buddy. Nope, nope, no, nope. Ooh. Hee, spicy. Okay. Ee. Ee. Oh god. Ha! No. Oh. Okay, just take your chances. When you get him. No. Oh, we are so close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Hey! What's your problem? Hey, sorry. I just came up here to spray paint something cool. Weren't trying to bother you or anything. Gamer, God, appreciate you, Cryptid. Appreciate you giving me the credit I deserve. Oh, now that you mention it, that actually does look pretty nice. See, you guys just don't appreciate my art. You just don't understand. You're not cool like these weird dead ghosts, and I am. You just don't get it. I won't even block it. I deserve this.
It squeaked!
It's been a bit drab up here, so some nice art could really improve the mood. Sorry for that misunderstanding. See ya! Wait, is that... That's really how the boss fight ends. Whoa. That was awesome! I don't know, you were so scrappy. I used to be too, but after you're here for a while, your body fades and only your spirit is left. Sellouts. Modern art is weird. Yeah, that is honestly fair. And the spirit just isn't that great at fighting anymore. Speaking from someone who worked in a factory with containers for cookies and steelbooks, someone's trained a new one and reprimanded him for trying to catch the size of the cookie tins because those are less than... Yeah, no, that's dumb. That's straight dumb. You gonna get yourself hurt.
You guys, it's warm.
It is. I'm sorry, love. You know, I wish you could have seen me back then. I was a lot tougher back then. I had to be, because a bunch of other cats depended on me. I've been thinking about them so much lately. And, yo, stranger, I love that you come in for that clip. I love that... That's not my water. I love that you come in and immediately grab a clip. My dude, how are you doing today? It is so very good to see you, stranger. If we ever do make it into the palace, I want to use the crystal mirror and check in on them right away. I don't worry about a lot of things. Life back home was hard. And I want to be sure my buds are all doing okay. The AI is everywhere, honestly. Especially these days. How are you doing today, my dude? Maybe you can come with me. Even if they won't be able to see us.
getting punched in
bet you'd really
the
like them.
dick. Whatcha?
Ow. Why am I getting dick punched this time? Hey, I'm glad you got a day off today. Heck yeah, dude. Did you do much with it, or actually just get a chance to relax and do a whole lot of nothing? Sorry, didn't mean to get all sappy on you. Well, this is fun. I'll see you around. Well, wait, no, are we not friends? I thought we were going to be friends after that, Grizz. There's a certain someone who said he would deal with all the AI nonsense, and that has worked so well. That has been an absolute boon for AI, and has definitely taken care of all of the AI issue, and hasn't been someone who has then perpetuated more and more AI created pictures to try and do more political nonsense and do more damage to the country as someone who is not even a natural born citizen of this country. It's great. It's real great. And I shot many heretics. Let's go. Oh, sorry, Grizz. We already went up there. We already talked about that. Why are you saying the same thing, bud? Go home, you're drunk. I guess we go over that way. How much more progress have we made so far? We are... Okay, we've gotten 1% further into the game in the 40 minutes that we've been playing. I really wish we could. That would be nice. Send his blood diamond ass back to where it came from, where hopefully they can just, you know, make him disappear. I think that would probably do a lot of good to the world. To be fair, yeah, I have died a lot. I won't lie. I definitely have. Would it really be me if I didn't, though? Like, it really wouldn't. Also, I am still very surprised, and pleasantly so, at just the... Oh god. How large this game is. Let's see here. You never die in Ace Attorney. I mean, that is fair. That is very fair. And I take probably longer than any human being in the history of playing Ace Attorney has ever taken. You know, once we finally finish the original trilogy, I'm gonna be a little bit scared to see what my final playtime is. Shall we? Once we get close, shall we? That's because he doesn't play it. I try though, Sela. I do. Oh, that's only because Sean goes so slow. I try my best, you guys. Mostly because you don't play Ace Attorney and Save Scum. Yeah. But see, here's the thing. Like, I may save Scum, but the PlayStation itself still keeps track of the entire playtime of the game. So we would actually have an accurate number of just how long it took me to beat the entire thing. And what are we thinking for the over-under? Like, 120 hours? Does that feel like an accurate number? So far, we're up to 1 year. I mean, Stranger, it's longer than that. Today, we are like, what? About 2 weeks past where we had finished the first game a year ago. Lowballing it for sure. That's fair. Oh, God. Oh, no. I don't like this at all. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Boom. Yo! We did it! 69 hours. Lowballing it for sure. We're gonna finish it someday, I promise. Opinions on the PS5 Pro? I gotta be entirely honest. I think it's really stupid. Like, price point, it's a little extreme, but it's also like it's semi to be expected for a console these days. But the fact that not only do you have to pay extra for the stand for it to be able to actually like sit vertically, like, you know,
Wait,
came with
what?
it. Yeah, no. There's, and see, that's the difference too. Like, I don't think there's enough for it to really qualify a major graphical difference or even a noticeable one. Console suck massive donkey wiener. That is honestly fair, Sela. If it wasn't for Astrobot, I genuinely had not touched my PS5 outside of stream for so long. But you have to pay extra for a stand, and also you have to pay, I think it's like an extra 100 or 120 bucks or something like that. just to be able to get a disk drive attachment too. There is no, like, not like with the original PS5, not with the Pro that's coming out. There wasn't like 2 different models. Oh no, you have to buy a separate attachment for a disk drive. Like, it is
What?
the definition of nickel and diming for a fucking console. And I'm sorry, Sony, you have sold more than enough PS5s. You should not have to do that kind of bullshit. It's a little disgusting.
They're doing it because they can.
Exactly. Yeah, no, PC Master Race. I'm so glad that streaming got me into having a PC, and also that we have a Steam Deck is like absolutely world-changing to have these. They introduced the removable disk drive with the Slim. That's right, I forgot they did. But it shouldn't be a thing. It absolutely should not. It is disgusting. It's like the fact that I don't remember if they actually pushed anything through to make it so they actually have to continue to add them, but it's like the fact that phones, at least for a while, if not still to this day, did not have to come with chargers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Y'all remember that? Like, not even here, we don't have a box, but here's the cord. No, just straight up, no charger for it. And it's like, that's dumb. I would get it if, like, there was an option for someone where it's like, oh yeah, no, if you've got a ton of cables, you don't need to get it, but like the fact that it was just default, nah, no cable for your phone, you gotta pay extra for that. Fucking stupid. Speaking of which, I've been saving up for a while, gonna get some upgrades. Yo, what you planning on doing for your upgrades, Sela? I'm very curious. Are you here to see Scully and the Skullbreakers? Ooh, bitch man, don't get me started with the phones, where the fuck my head... Yeah, no, honestly, like, I need to upgrade my phone because it sucks. The screen has been broken for a year now. There was a stylus that is long gone. But I'm also terrified to upgrade. I can't remember. Does your phone have a head jack? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I will never go away from droids because I like having a fucking headphone jack. I like actually having...
I had a droid for a while that didn't.
That's fair.
Like, most of the big name phones have stopped including them.
It's so stupid.
Motorola keeps it, which is awesome. So, like,
Yep.
we're at this point now a Motorola family.
Exactly. I will forever be Motorola. I mean, it's also nice that they're a little bit less expensive phones. And they still run fine because Google OS, but like, I need my headphone jack. I don't want to live in this world where everything's Bluetooth. Y'all, it wasn't until I literally had no choice that I finally started using Bluetooth headphones. It was like 2021. It was a little bit before you and I started dating that I finally caved and stopped using corded headphones when I'd use headphones. Let's see here. I opened up my PC today to give it a clean, and I discovered my gaming PC has one fan. Oh, really? Is your gaming PC okay, stranger? Because that's kind of surprising. Should we still make some phones with head jacks? Hey, good to know. Samsung A series of phones generally have headphone jacks, as do most of the Chinese phone companies. Yeah, it's usually the ones that are less expensive, which doesn't make any sense to me. But I'll accept
because the less expensive ones aren't trying to nickel and dime as much as the more expensive ones are.
Swapping out my motherboard, CPU, and RAM. Board is old as fuck, can't get anything past DDR3. Oof. Just can't keep up with the modern GPU. Well, hopefully that ends up making a major difference. Do you have any specific motherboard, or like, for everything, but especially for the motherboard, anything new you're looking for? Or any specific ones you got your eye on? My demands for what I need for a PC is a lot different than what is necessary for gaming, so it's a lot easier to just have a specialized thing for gaming where the games just work, and I don't need to worry about settings to make sure the games can even run. Hey, fair enough, Haley. It is nice that we live in an age where both things are an option. Also, Steam Deck for life. Shockingly runs well, but it doesn't explain it turning off during heavy VR games. That does make a lot of sense. Hey, nothing wrong with that at all, Zila. Expensive phone equals buyer has the money for expensive wireless earbuds. Exactly. And Haley, that's a Steam Deck stranger. We're on the same page. I'm not sure what that means, so no, I think... Oh, that's the band that's supposed to perform here tonight. The lead singer never showed up. And with no band, there's no customers. So if you see her around, tell her to come back here and perform. I got you. I got you, Mr. Roach. Also, y'all, I gotta say, I know I said it a lot when we were playing, oh god. Okay, we're good. I got this. When we were playing, Islets. But one of the two brothers who made this game, one of which did the music and the other did everything else, but the brother who made the music for this game, absolutely stellar. Like, the vibes are always immaculately on point for the area we're in. Whoop. Can you please? And it's just so well done. Like, I gotta. Oh, Jasper, boys.
Kids.
I don't know why. See, we had someone out literally on our patio earlier this week on stream, and they had no problem, and yet now they are losing their gourds. Boys, quiet. I think we're okay. But I always harp on the music. I know someone is real excited. I always harp on music when it comes to video games, but it's because for me, like, that is how you know that someone really cared about what they made. I know we talked about it a little bit, I think yesterday, because Victor brought up that he picked it up, and I talked about like some of the things that I enjoyed and some of the things that I haven't enjoyed. But talking about Astrobot, like, it is a good game. It is a really, really good 3D platformer, but there are two major gripes I have with it. First of all, the music. Not only is it very generic, but also it doesn't fit the levels thematically, which is the weirdest thing. The other complaint that I have is as far as like how the worlds go, it's a little bit more Super Mario Galaxy inspired, but without any consistent theming to like each of the individual galaxies that you go to for the worlds. So everything just kind of feels like this weird mishmash of here's 7 different ideas all in one world, have fun. It's like, but I want my sense of progression. I want my feeling of story and of like actually moving through things. It feels a little bit lacking in clarity. Still, again, really solid, really enjoyable 3D platformer, but it does not even remotely hold up to any of the like OG names in 3D platformers. To be fair, it's the most console-like, or let's see, I don't need a portable device for gaming. I really even use my Switch anymore. To be fair, it's the most console-like PC. I use my handheld quite often, plugged into my monitor and keyboard. And see, that's the nice thing about the Steam Deck. Like, when we got ours, which I think actually, right now I saw they're like 25% off for the LCDs. And I was like, oh, why couldn't that have happened last year when we bought them? It was only like, I think 10 or 20%. But the thing that I've enjoyed the most about the Steam Deck is oh, that's interesting. It's the fact that we got the dock for it. We bought it with the dock too, so like, we can easily play it on the TV without any real issues. Some games that are a little bit heavier in processing capabilities, it can make the fan sound like it's gonna take off. But outside of that, it runs super, super great. Yeah, no, exactly, the dock just straight works. Like, I would not recommend, if you're looking at a Steam Deck, I wouldn't recommend getting an off-brand one. I'd recommend going for the Steam-specific one, because I've heard that the off-brand ones don't necessarily work great with it. They can be a little bit problematic. Dang it. That's right, I have to not get hit. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Thank you. But, you know, honestly, Steam Deck was an absolutely life-changing investment. And I'm so glad we were in a position that we could actually get it. Let's see here. I'd recommend the Valve one, or one from a company called Jasix. Hey!
I've seen good things about that one, but I've also seen a few people say that the Jasix one does get a little jank after a while.
So, like, it's absolutely... First of all, it's 100% worth getting the dock when you buy your Steam Deck if you're thinking about getting one, because, like, who doesn't want that option? Have to go watch a Family Guy episode and go to sleep. Don't forget the cucumber soup. You can make it in 30 minutes. You know, I might have to give that a shot soon. Or don't make it water is refreshing. You know, that is a fact. And this time of year, never enough water. But get yourself some rest, Cryptid. We'll hopefully see you next week, but have a good one. For my Legion Go, I think, or I used to think Pad Stock. Hey, that's awesome that works that well, or Stranger. I'm sorry, too many names at one time. My brain is non-functional today. This is off topic, but man, we're going hard as frick on Terraria. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question, Sela, because a dear friend and also one of the mods on this channel, Watson. He bought me a copy of Terraria, and I have never played it, and I've always had, like, struggles getting into survival games. What would you say are, like, the main selling points for, like, either what you should do while playing it, or, like, the best way to get into it? Because I do plan on playing it with him at some point, but, like, I never know how to approach games like that. I always feel so overwhelmed. Let's see here, I also use that dock for my PC, so all my games are on an external SD, so you can switch between the two pretty seamlessly. Yo, that's really smart. That is a really intelligent way to do it, stranger. Oh god. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Because there's no diagonal. Wait a minute. Aha! Boom! No! Balls! I had it figured out and everything. And I done goofed. Boom. Yee! Look at that. Galaxy Brain! I am unstoppable. Ooh, special attacks, destroying flying projectiles. We have an extra couple of upgrade slots. We might have to try about that. Terraria is not a survival game. It's a... you know what? That's right. I should correct myself. Sandbox games are what I really struggle getting into. A large one. It's very overwhelming for people playing it the first time. If you just don't know what to do, all I'd say is look up a guide. Okay. Much appreciated on the advice there. We still need to get Sean in on a Minecraft order map. Gosh dang it. No! So, despise the entire idea of the fact on Steam. Anywhere else you buy a game, you don't have to own a physical copy. You don't really ever own that game. You just own the license to that game, which makes me feel that part. Which means it can be revoked. And that's a very fair and understandable concern. For me, the reason why I'm okay with essentially taking that risk when it comes to Steam is, A, first of all, I mean, they're a private company. They are not publicly traded, so they're not at the behest of a bunch of shareholders who are going to try and nickel and dime, or shit like that could happen, like with fucking Ubisoft. But the other thing is, honestly, I rarely ever buy games for full price on Steam. If I buy something, it's typically because it was on a hefty sale. And it's so easy to have that happen with Steam. So it's like, if worst case scenario that ever does happen, it's not like I went and spent all of this money on the games. More than likely, I spent like a tenth of the cost of the game to get it. So it's no major loss for me. But I can completely understand that concern, Haley. That is a valid reason for not wanting to mess with Steam. Physical media died on PC about a decade ago. Yeah, like, it's genuinely just not an option.
I think we were telling my chiropractor recently about the fact that, like, pretty much all games these days are just digital.
Yeah, he was genuinely surprised.
Yeah, no, he was, like, fucking shocked. He was like, what do you mean that you don't need the disc anymore? I was like, most computers these days don't even have drives.
And, like, don't get me wrong, I was late on the bandwagon of, oh no, I still want everything physically. But then it was like, oh, but I could get all this stuff that I really wanted to play for a lot less money. And, I mean, to be fair, once I finish a game, I don't typically come back and replay it. So if it gets revoked, I got my time, so okay. There's a lot of things that you'd have no one of knowing aside from just figuring out on your own. So don't feel any shame in pulling up the wiki. Everyone does. I'm only so comfortable with the game because I've been playing for like 10 years. Oh wow, so you've been there for like all of the content development for that game. Hot dang. Yeah, no, I like... The PC that I started streaming with did have a disk drive, but fun fact, that was literally just a cheap like $200 HP box, which again, I still don't know how I managed to stream with that thing for a year. I really don't. Like... Those were back in the days where I did not own anything on PC. The only things that we would play were totally not emulated games.
1000% not emulated.
100% played legally games. The PC Sean started streaming without a floppy disk drive. You know, you joke, stranger, but I actually think it might have.
I don't think it did, baby. I
don't
don't think it was
remember
that
for sure.
prehistoric.
Like, I got a Blu-ray drive in my bitch. Yo, let's go, Sela. That's a good move right there. Oh, hey, Crouton's back! Wow, how long was I frozen for? I'm not sure. I just got here. What happened? Well, I was out looking for snow snails and I ran into the ice witch. And she froze me solid. Be careful out there. I gotta watch Samurai Jack. Oh, that is a classic. That is a very understandable and justified reason to have a disc drive of any sort. Well, you know, I still don't know how that PC managed to survive streaming for almost exactly a year. It was. If it wasn't for... I know this is gonna sound fucked up, but just go with me on this one, guys. If it wasn't for my grandfather dying, I would not still be streaming today.
His grandfather left him money, and that's what we used to get this computer, and it happened like right around when the old PC died.
Yep.
And I think we were actually, when he passed away, discussing using that money to buy a new one, and you were holding off for a bit, and then the computer died.
I actually didn't find out about the money until, like, I think a day before or the day that my PC died.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't remember exactly the timeline on that.
That's
was
fair.
so long ago.
That was like 2 years... No, 3 years ago?
Maybe that was like the first August that we were together.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago now. Fucking hell, time flies. Of course, the very good thing about PC is abandonware. That is also a fact. Like, we're gonna go with the clarifying technicality of I definitely own a PS2, and you should make sure you do too, because you can legally emulate things if you own the game and the console to grab these specific files from. But a friend found a PS2 emulator that's super fucking dank, and it's like, oh shit. There's so many things that I wanted to play and definitely own that I now can actually do. We'll say that the disc... Oh.
No cursing, mother ducker!
I was even gonna give credit to him, but no, he comes in with this shit. So, hi, Joshua! What's good?
Hi, bro!
Everyone chill until the PC haunted by Grandpa. How you doing today, Joshua? What's up, man? But, you know, there's so many games, like, obviously abandonware-wise too, but especially just, like, the generalized inaccessible in this day and age that now having a full functioning PC I can actually check out and play, and is so nice. This is set for PC abandonware because they are no longer for sale. You can't get them anywhere. They are free legally. Ooh. I should really dive into that one these days, because, like, there is something so cool about being able to see old abandonware. Glad you're doing good, man. Shout out to Halo 2 multiplayer. Yo, that's fair, Sela. That's real fair.
Yeah, no, we were definitely limited in what we could do with the old PC.
It was awful.
It was.
Like,
it was. She was a special being.
I could barely run Project 64 on that thing. I could not run any PC games. I'm pretty sure the thing that finally killed it was when I bought and played Bum Simulator on stream, and we literally got to watch my PC die in real time, essentially.
Okay, but that was so fucking funny that it actually played it for a bit.
It had to be on, like, the lowest quality everything, but it actually somehow managed to run it. Any game from PS3 and backwards, I think companies should lack standing on ROMs and emulations of the game because there were no damages received by the company. The people who lose the value were the collectors whose games lose value from it. I'm 100% with you on that, Haley. I feel like retro should be something that does not count for. Like, if it is a game that is no longer, or like a console, if you want to get that specific, that is no longer commercially sold by said company, it should be completely fine to continue keeping those games alive through emulation.
But babe, what if they want to remaster and resell it later?
And see, these days, that's the big fucking caveat, is there's so many games that get remastered that the companies are like, no, but we're gonna try and resell it to you with a shiny new package, so you can't do that.
To be
That's
fair...
not cool. Or, you know, we're just gonna straight up grab the files and port it to a new system. So you can still technically play it modernly.
I honestly feel like a lot of that is driven by like the movie industry's greed and just like remaking every single thing that they've ever made before.
It has really put a major push on like all forms of media to just
recycling everything. And like I feel like part of that is just simply for the sake of keeping others from being able to use their IPs. Like look at what Disney does with some of their bullshit of trying to like hoard their IPs and like licenses.
Stranger not naming names. Disney, honestly though.
No, I will without
100%.
Disney started it. Disney
okay.
fucking started it.
Disney, like
they did.
They did, and they've done so many horrific things. Like you know,
they've ruined Lion King and so many of their other childhood classics that we grew up with.
Before he died, they had James Earl Jones sign away his voice rights so they can AI recreate his voice however they want.
I also forgot he died, and that's really
fair.
sad.
And rest in peace to a legend. The first PC I bought myself was with my own money was so old. It was that cream-colored plastic that had yellowed with age. Brings back some memories. It's a bit more involved than that. Emulation practices had more to do with IP and patent agreements than anything else. Fair enough. Oh, that's a sick design. She also spews trash when I hit her. Okay. Oh god. Ooh, okay. Ha. Nope. Ow. Okay. Oh, we're getting spicy now. Ha. Balls. I can do this. But you know, I think we can all agree. Disney sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like a fair statement. Okay, don't stand directly in front of it, Sean. I wish I had more range than just my... Ow! Ah! Oh my god, the moves on this! That's one of the reasons why the current way that digital merchandise is handled is so confusing. Very fair, man. Gotta take our moments. Buy a digital game, you don't own the game, and just pay to have the rights to play it. Exactly. We were actually talking about that earlier.
Right before you came in, actually.
And there's that weird legal gray area where technically companies could revoke it at any time, but honestly it would cause such, like, look at Ubisoft. Which game was it? I can't remember. It was it The Crew? Where they completely pulled, like, everything involved in the game, didn't even give people the opportunity to be like, here, you can run your own servers. We're cutting support. We're cutting the game entirely. They also pulled it from a couple of Assassin's Creed games, and they got so much backlash for it, which I sincerely hope they die as a company. Too bad Xbox are heavily leaning towards removing physical media. I hate it. Like, I get having the option. That I'm okay with, but don't just outright pull it. They're talking about don't kill games movement. Yep, exactly. That is exactly what we're talking about, Sealand. And it is absolutely disgusting, the things that Ubisoft specifically, but honestly a lot of game companies in general, would do if they wouldn't get as much backlash as they do, or would. I've been on that stuff for years now. I don't blame ya. I really don't. Like, for me, what it comes down to is I don't really screw with big budget IPs too often, so like, it's the only way to, oh god, to have accessibility to indie games is to play digitally. Jeez, nope. Ha! Ha! The Disney Renaissance movie was made by a gay guy who died of AIDS. That is accurate. That is very accurate, Haley. Okay, I'm gonna try and focus, because this is actually a surprisingly tough boss. Big credit for the for the very solid jump in difficulty that this game has taken along the way. It's been paced well, but also I appreciate now actually having a decent challenge going. Live action Disney movies in recent years have been, they have been horrendous nightmare fuel. Like, okay. Pay attention, Sean. I never did actually watch the film itself, because seeing the trailers for the live action Lion King was enough for me to be like, Nope.
I refuse to watch it. The Lion King is like my favorite Disney movie. I won't watch the live action one.
I don't blame you. You say that like the cartoons are not also nightmare fuel. Okay, but see, they don't hit that weird uncanny valley. So they may be nightmare fuel, but at least they're kind of like, they live in their own realm. They're not actually trying to emulate real human or like live things, which is just, I don't like it. Ow. Watch the live action Lion King on our plane home from Japan. What did you think of it, Haley? I'm curious to find out. What did you think? Meh. Yeah, that's honestly about what I think. No! Oh my god, Sean! I'd rather watch the animated Aladdin than the Will. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Will Smith genie. Yeah, no, Disney be on some.
I forgot they made Will Smith the genie in the live action version. That was a choice, and I also refused to watch that one because I also really loved Aladdin growing up.
This is why I just don't really enjoy much of modern media, and I'm glad that most of my entertainment comes from either like small creators on YouTube or just straight up video games.
Yeah, we
like, at least
watch movies in our house.
I know.
We watched a lot of anime, that's about it.
And I was gonna say, the only anime that we've watched recently, where Caitlin watched Fairy Tail all the way through. We watched Yu Yu Hakusho, which is now a yearly tradition.
In the summer.
We're currently watching Digimon. We're almost done with season 2 of Adventure.
Okay, real talk though, it's so fucking stupid, but it's surprisingly solid. I honestly think I like the Digimon anime more than the Pokemon anime.
Like, it really holds up better. And this isn't just like, yeah, no, dude, honestly, Sela, genuinely, in my opinion, the best anime ever.
I actually just finished reading the manga because I got us a subscription to the Shonen Jump app. And I have to say, the anime actually adds things that truly add to the plot in ways that a lot of anime don't typically do.
Absolutely.
Like, it adds to some of the relationships and some of the story beats. Some of the things they did in the anime went better than the manga.
George didn't exist in the manga, and I'm sorry, George is one of the best side characters of any anime.
Fucking George, his relationship with Koenma was amazing.
I know. Sean, I feel like we've been here before. I know. We're gonna finish this eventually. I can only lose for so long. But really, they're making a new Wallace and Gromit. How have there been trailers released? Because I might have to take a peek at it. Yeah, no, honestly, Stranger, Digimon is best. Like, for those of you who don't know, there actually is finally, after years of it being rumored. Do you want me to get you more water?
No,
I can get you more water. They're finally doing a full, I think, redub and re-release in December of the original 3 Digimon movies.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, I showed you the page on Crunchyroll yesterday, remember?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah! So,
I didn't realize that was like a re-release thing.
Yep. Yeah, after years of it not getting anything, it's finally getting a re-release. Honestly, Digimon is the best Pokemon in my opinion. It is the best major IP when it comes to monster collectors. Because here's the thing that I love.
For me, it's Kasepi's.
Major IP.
Fair.
So, like,
that is
big
an
budget
indie.
company.
Yeah.
As far as indie stuff, yeah, no, Kasepi's all the way. Like, Kasepi's, Koromon, and then Digimon. That's my top 3. Yeah, no, George wasn't in the source. George was not in the source. One of my favorite fun facts about Yu Yu Hakusho, Shizuru was a very small bit player.
She really was. Like, Yusuke's mom was a much bigger character in the manga.
Yep.
And then a lot of the stuff from the Dark Tournament with the girls, that was added in the manga, or in the anime. The stuff with, like, the final tournament in Demon World, that a lot of it was, like, manufactured for the anime because the manga really just glided right over all of that.
Which, to be fair, he was completely done for a long
He was
while.
basically being, like, abused by the magazine, his editors, but also, whatchamacallit. Y'all, I just want to, for anybody, I don't know if anybody here who's watched Yu Yu Hakusho ships Shizuru and the fucking weird rich dude. Just want to let everybody know she's only like 17 or 19 years old. He's 36. So if anybody ships them, please stop. Or don't share it with us.
That is real fair.
Because it's creepy.
For all those who don't know, oh yeah, I forgot the actor who did Wallace's voice died a few years ago. Now I don't know how to feel about them doing more. That feels weird. Real Homies played Pixelmon. Hey, fair enough. Sean will not be available next screen as the Pokegen will be kidnapping and murdering him. Okay, we've talked about this a lot recently. Like, I've cooled a lot on Pokemon over the last year as we've started playing more independent and just a lot more different monster collecting RPGs, because honestly it just feels stale at this point. Like, I don't know, we're not going to buy it on release. I'm mixed on if I have any interest
in ZA. I'll definitely play it at some point, at least if reviews are decent enough for it. And like, Pokemon will always hold a special place because it's like one of the first things that he showed me, because I never played it as a kid. So it's like one of the first things we bonded over in our relationship. It's one of the things that really got me hardcore into gaming because I was a little bit more casual before we got together. But like, we just don't play it as much anymore because we play so many other monster collectors that we just have more fun with. And
like, back to the reason why for me the best big name monster collector is absolutely Digimon. It's because they take risks. Like,
he's played Red.
Yeah, no. So he doesn't
actually like Gen 1, fun fact.
So yeah, no, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's graphic. Like, I've even tried doing the remake.
He's tried all the remakes.
Oh my gosh, we got to Wibbles! Let's go! Wibbles, my friend, how is you doing? I still have a cartridge of Fire Red. We have Let's Go Eevee. I don't like Gen 1.
Thank
I
you,
don't
Haley.
Think it's very good.
Thank you.
Listen. You know what? That's okay, Joshua. Let me go ahead and actually get a quick shout out in because I can legally do PWP
here's the thing. Gen 1 has some
Gen 1,
really
Gen 4
cool...
is the best on that. And see, for me, Gen 3 is where it's at.
Gen 5 for me. I was so disappointed Gen 5 didn't get a remake this go around.
But you know,
and if they completely don't give Gen 5 a remake, I will be so mad at Gen 11.
At all. Like, I don't know. There's something about Gen 1.
No, it's Gen 10. Gen 10, haha.
I really love Gen 2. Hey, that's fair, fantastic. That is fair. I don't blame you for being with Wibbles.
You cool off on by the end of it.
Exactly. It's because it gets so grindy towards the end.
Because it's like, the Elite Four is like 20 levels above the last gym, and there's no experience share. I can't do no experience share anymore at this point in my life. I just don't have the patience for it.
Like, team-wide experience share.
Yes.
I mostly kid Gen 4 is my baby, but every single one has something great and awful about them. That is actually very, very accurate.
Okay, Haley, I'm with you on that one.
Gen 5 is where it's at.
I'm with Haley on that one.
Hey, that's fair, stranger. That's fair not to be specifically attached to any. But yeah, no, the thing that I love about Digimon is, like, when it comes to making games, they're willing to take risks. Like, I'm currently playing and need to actually commit once I finish Astrobot to playing all the way through Digimon Survive, which is a, essentially, like, I think you might be able to call it a tactical RPG, but it is a, like, grid-based, turn-based RPG / VN. Like, they always do really different and out there things, and I have so much respect for the fact that they're just like, you know what? We're a super Japanese company, so we're just going to do things that we know a Japanese audience is going to love. We're going to take some risks. We're going to do weird things. Like, the World Series is so... Like, I want to enjoy it so
World
much.
Series?
Yeah.
Digimon World.
Yep, exactly. I have one of the games for PlayStation, and I tried to get into it, but there's just so much grindy and so much information that I can't commit to it, and there's so much knowledge that goes into being able to get the Digivolutions that you want. That, like, it's just hard. But even that, I can respect it, because it's like they do monster collectors, and they do their own thing with it. And that's what I like about them over the Pokemon Company, is they actually take risks and do weird things.
Pokemon has just gotten so formulaic.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the follow, my dude. Welcome into the Derp Squad. I have Superior and Duat, the greatest final evolution of a starter. You know what? Fair enough. See, for me, again, it probably has to be...
Duat is fantastic.
Yeah,
I do love
that
Duat.
Is fair. Also, fuck all the gens. And see, I gotta be honest, stranger, I didn't like Arceus or Arceus. It's pronounced Arceus. I don't care what they say.
I didn't like Arceus either.
I didn't vibe with it.
I tried playing it again with a more open mind, which I went into it, I feel like, with a very open mind, and then I was like, okay, maybe I just didn't like it because I expected it to be too much more like a normal Pokemon, so I tried doing it again, and I just couldn't.
The last half for me is just really weak. It really is. I want Astrobot, but I shouldn't spend on that right now. I have so many other upcomings, although Tales of the Shire sounds like... Yeah, it did get pushed back. I will say, Wibbles, gameplay-wise, Astrobot is fantastic. Thematically, it's all over the place, and the music is very lackluster. So I'm in a very mixed place about Astrobot. I've enjoyed it, but the further I've gotten into the game, the more I'm like, this is okay. Like, the one thing that it did, and I won't spoil the specific IPs, but they have specific levels that are, like, essentially recreations of old school, or even more modern, but of, like, major PlayStation IPs, where you play as the character in those games, in a world similar to that theme, but still with the regular monsters. There's only like 5 or 6, but the cameo, like, you play as the little robot, but the little robot guy himself is so cute. I know, and, like, you get different skins for your controllership, you get different skins for your robot yourself. I love those levels. Those levels are absolutely the highlight of the game for me, and I wish it was more just that. Because, like, even when it comes to, like, having IP skins that you find as the little Astros in every area. Hey, you were all good, Raven. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for hanging and joining us, my friend. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll hopefully see you on Tuesday. But, like, it doesn't even feel like thematically they fit into the levels that you find them in. It just, there's a lot of it that feels like there's this missing piece that it really needs. But again, still a really awesome game. If you're a fan of 3D platformers, just the gameplay, you're going to love. It stays super fresh. They have a bunch of fresh stuff that they add in every couple of levels, so it's like, it's not like you get an upgrade and then you have it the rest of the way. It's like, here's an upgrade for a level. We'll throw it back in a couple of other times, but it's mostly going to be just like sporadically get some different things to make it different. It plays super fun. Unpopular opinion, both Pokemon and Digimon are boring as hell now. Haven't been good in over a decade. And see, I can understand that opinion on Digimon because they just don't really make a lot of games anymore, which is forever sadness. Please bring back the Stories series. Cyber Sleuth was amazing. What you got, Stranger? Also, I missed a thing from Stranger. We all know why most of the preteens of the 90s like Digimon and Jewelmon. That's fair. That is fair. And Arceus is a great god, and you will respect. Okay, but see, I don't feel like Arceus is how it should be pronounced. I'm sorry, Wibbles. But you know, I'd say pick it up at some point. But patience isn't the worst thing, because I gotta be honest, I don't know that it's $60 worth of enjoyment. I think put in about like 6 or 7 hours, and I am
very close to finishing.
Yeah, like not including all the collectible stuff, because there's still stuff that I have to go back through and get all of. But as far as like playing all of the main levels, I am, I think, like 80 to 90% through. So like for me, it's maybe a 7-8 hour game. And then obviously later at some point I'll come back and do all of the everything. But like, it's not as long as I would have thought. But you know, what you got, Stranger? What you shared? I told my brother-in-law I took my meds right before going to bed because no one will touch my arms while I sleep. And he replied, because no one is awake when you go to bed. That's stone cold. Oh no, what's your special offer? Your special offer from Steam. For those of you who aren't in the Discord, this is Cryptid's special offer from Steam.
What is it?
It's nothing.
God damn it.
It's literally nothing.
Steam really said fuck you.
God damn it, Steam. Why? I'm gonna be honest, I think Pokemon needs to take a break from the mainline and the mainline remakes to support its sideline titles. And see, I think I'm with you on that. I feel like what they really need to do is they need to start branching out and doing some more spin-off stuff for a minute and focus less on the mainline games, because like, as much as in the moment I really, really loved Scarlet Violet, in retrospect, I don't have any interest in going back and replaying it anytime soon. Let's see here, my special offer. It's just fantastic. It really is. Stranger Libby just wants more Mystery Dungeon. Okay, but Mystery Dungeon is solid. You know, Arceus was a sideline game. That it was. But like, it'd be nice if they did more things that were a little bit more risky, like going back and maybe revisiting something like the Colosseum series. Or even if they did more spin-off games like Pokemon Stadium. I mean, like, even when we're looking back at that gen, so or like that era, you had Pokemon Stadium, which got a couple of iterations. You had Hey You Pikachu, which was really experimental but surprisingly solid. You had Coliseum and XD. I feel like there was a lot more risk back then when it came to doing different things. You had, mystery dungeons happening on the GBA and the DS. It was considered only half a side, as it was still tied directly to the mainline canon of the world. I forget that it actually was. But those games are so old, the Pokemon demographic doesn't know about it pretty much. You're not wrong. Whereas the Mystery Dungeon, Snap, and Coliseum are not exactly... That's right, and Snap too, which, Did anybody here ever play the remake of Snap? Or not remake, the, refresh the new...
New Pokemon
Yeah,
Snap.
New Pokemon Snap was literally what it was called. I forget that. Because I never did, and I still don't know how to feel about it. Yeah, no, I'd had it on my wish list for the longest time, but I finally picked it up on Steam because it was on sale for $10, and I was like, ooh, this is...
Which game did you pick up?
Digimon Survive.
Oh, right.
Genuinely, the combat's actually really fun. It is a solid, essentially Fire Emblem-esque-ish gameplay style. It is solid. It's absolutely good. If you can get it on sale, I'd highly recommend it. I'm really intrigued by the story. They do the VN aspects really well, so if you're a fan of VNs, it is, it's a lot more visual novel than gameplay, just as a heads up going in. But it's really, really solid. Let's see, I didn't, but I wanted it. Never got around to it. See, that's where we've been at, too. I haven't finished it, but I played it and it wasn't bad for me. And I hate strat types. See, and it honestly, I feel like it's light enough on the strategy gameplay that it does make it a little bit more approachable. You playing a Digimon game? Is that you, JD? Honestly. My only problem with Digimon Survive is I go back to the day after in the middle of something and I never have any idea where I'm supposed to go. That is very fair, Haley. Wow, are you okay? Yeah, I guess so. My feathers are still kind of frozen, though. I was on my way to a gig when the ice switch froze me. Thanks for breaking me out. We made another friend. Oh, that's supposed to be the last friend we made. I might have skipped around a bit. Funny enough, it's probably the one he likely won't try. He doesn't like VNs. And see, again, that's the big thing. It is heavy on the VN. In a really good way, because it doesn't feel like it's poorly put together. Well, I really should get to my gig. I'm already late. The fans are pretty intense, so I didn't want them to start a riot. Can I come to your show? Start a circle pit! Man, I just got the final boss and getting my shit kicked in. Oh no, what you playing, Sela? Rascallion the Skullbreakers, thanks for coming out tonight. The song is dedicated to my new friend, Pluto, who just slayed the ice witch. I'm sorry if I'm a little off key. My vocal cords are still a little frozen. Terraria. That's right. I forget there's actually technically a final boss. You got this, Sela. Now let's go! I wasn't expecting it to actually be some fucking heavy metal with bird caw. You know what, I need to get Caitlin some water really quick, so I think we're gonna go ahead and enjoy some bird metal here for a second, and I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds, you guys. Just enjoy the amazing vocals of Scully and the Skullbreakers. Alright, we're back. I'm back, I've made it. I started playing BG3 again, decided for the first time to do an evil playthrough and just murder all the refugees on my own, despite the fact that you're gonna have an army to help you. You know what, fair enough, Haley. It's a great story, but the dyslexia hit particularly hard for those. The ADHD creates a really bad mix of frustrated because not engaged enough, and confused because not retaining the plot. So relatable, Wibbles. I was gonna do that, and I forgot and saved them instead because I felt bad. See, I have so much trouble being bad in games too, so I get that. Hey, you found Scully. Looks like the place is back in business. Boys! I might have to be okay. We'll see. Boys, come here. It's just people outside still. Alright, was there anywhere else we could go? I guess we can see if we could go north here, but I think we might have hit the end of this area. And we've made it just another 5%. This game is massive. Ultimate Power Fantasy is be nice to everyone. I just want to help. I feel that so much, Wibbles. Absolutely. Ha! Boom. Oh. Okay, well that's a dead end. I guess we can go... Oh, wrong way. Just the fun part. Your bad feelings quickly get turned into frustration because your companions that aren't massive red flags are very unhappy about it. Was there... Oh, wait, I could go further in the tower? Lame nerd. My power fantasy is to be God. See, I just want to be nice to people. Is that so bad? I've tried to get into Digimon World. I really have, but it's just... There's so much that it expects you to know going in, and it's just a lot. After throwing your boomerang, press... Ooh. Oh, that's so fucking sick! We will definitely be able to get past some stuff using that. But that's a really awesome skill. I keep pressing the wrong button. Let's see here. Where should we start? Trying to remember what places there were that had like long gaps for us to get across. You were all good. Appreciate you skulking around, friend. You go get some tasty food. Thank you for the raid again, Wibbles. But you know, I don't know what it is about Digimon World. I think it is just that it's a little overwhelming for my brain. Let's see. Is it this way that we could go? No. That's a dead end. I guess it'll be there that we're gonna head next. So the easiest way to get there is probably from this spot. I just gotta try and remember where exactly I'm going. Also, my evil character is a bard, so I can be extra good at intimidating and deceiving people into doing what I want. That is diabolical, and I love it, Haley. Very nice. We still gotta, at some point, link back up with Watson and Joshua so Caitlin and I can finish playing the playthrough with them. And also Caitlin and I to play together, too, because we still haven't finished our playthrough, but, like... There were so many other games and so many other things happening that it's just... It's hard to have one game that is that many hours and fully commit to it. At least for me, that is. Alright, here we go. Should just be a little this way. Go boop. And bam. Oh, wait, that was... I could have done that the whole time. Sounds about right. I need to find a game that isn't Skyrim. You know what? Fair enough. Ooh, okay. Have you tried Minecraft? Gosh, take it. I can't with y'all. I can't. But yeah, I really dig that they keep throwing in different aspects to the weapon throw. I would not have expected that to keep changing mechanically, but I like it. Me never. Oh, wait a minute. How am I gonna... Aha! Schmacked it. Now. Nope, that was too early. Maybe? No! Oh, snap! King of timing, let's go! Boom! I totally did that on purpose, and I definitely was not expecting that to fail miserably. It was all planned. I am, again, a god. King of flukes. No, I did it on purpose. Promise. So Skyrim was only good because the game itself is mediocre, made famous because of how unpolished and bugged it is, which I feel like is what most of Bethesda is famous for.
I once heard it called Bugthesda. I'll never think of it any other way.
Honestly. What did we find? Oh, we found the other Pebble picture. Hey. Alright. What do we... Oh. Nope. Not going to die. Ow. Aha. I am untouched. I'm not going to say unkillable, because then I'm going to immediately die. I'm starting to learn my lesson, you guys. But remember, it just works. You know, I think one of my favorite... Todd Howard specific, but one of my favorite Bethesda things to come out of the last, like, year or so was back when, what was the name of the game? The Space Skyrim, essentially. Their new big IP, back when they released it. Todd Howard essentially playing, oh yeah, no, the game doesn't run on your PC because you're too poor and your system isn't good enough.
Oh my god.
Not admitting that, oh yeah, no, our game is just... Starfield, yeah, that's the name of it. Not saying, hey, our game isn't the most optimized. No, just straight up being like, nah, it's because you're poor and your PC isn't good. So fuck you. I was like, that's a choice. That's an interesting way to phrase that your game is not optimized, my dude.
Don't you just love it when devs, like shitty devs, just tell on themselves?
Todd Howard is a very interesting human being. Like, listening to interviews of that man is always so hilarious because he's just so incredibly painful to listen to. Alright, let's see here. Oh, aha. What do we find here? A movie theater. Let's go in. Blizzard did the same thing with Diablo. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot when they did their big announcement of they're making a mobile Diablo, when they were making it seem like they were doing a brand new Diablo. The response was, don't you guys have phones? Giant companies are garbage. Welcome. What movie would you like to buy a ticket for? I'm not sure. What movies are showing? Oh, well, there's only one movie, actually. And the movie is way too scary, so I'm afraid I can't sell you a ticket. It's theater policy. Starfield was just a lot of empty planets. Also made the fucking pronouns thing famous for the worst stupid reason. A clone was cloned wrongly, so he became a she, and that somehow is related to trans somehow. Don't you love the time that we live in, you guys? Oh man, I want to watch it. What's it called? It's called Ghost Slaughter 2. It's so scary, in fact, that no ghosts have ever been able to watch the entire film. But I'll tell you what, we're a bit short-staffed right now, and I haven't had any time to pick up the film reels for the next few movies. So if you can pick them up, I'll let you watch Ghost Slaughter 3. There are 3 reels in total. Bring me all 3, I'll let you in. Oh, I almost forgot, you'll need this. I got a key. And Microsoft with the Series consoles, we have something for you if you can't afford the Series consoles. It's called the Xbox One. I forgot they did that too. Like, major corporations are just... they are something. They are truly something. And I mean, these are all the companies that are also, like Microsoft, what was it, today or yesterday, announced they were cutting... isn't it like 650 more jobs for absolutely no real justified reason?
Okay, but also fuck Microsoft, because ever since their crash a few weeks ago, my job systems haven't worked right anymore because it functions off of like whatever thing from Microsoft failed. So I can only imagine how airlines and hospitals have recovered from that.
Honestly. Okay, so we can't go any more further that way.
But also, look what I posted in Discord.
Where's my phone?
Who knows? What did you do with
the
it?
surprisingly endless list of terrible things that these mega corporations in the gaming sphere have done is just... it would be hilarious if it wasn't so depressing. Where did you post it, love?
Photography.
You're very cute.
What does an esthetician's bathroom counter look like? That.
that wasn't Microsoft failing. That was a third-party system that worked with Microsoft that failed. That is true, but it also,
Fair.
like, their systems have still to this day been affected. And also, again, it comes down to monopolies being okay with subpar systems being the only thing that they have for checks and balances. So them controlling, or not controlling, but like that sub-company having so many different companies that they essentially are in charge of the digital security for, to a sense, did such horrendous damage to so many systems. Go, 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 go. Ha! Carefully. Bam.
Also, while we're talking about shitty, like, gaming companies in general, did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard about the Annapurna thing. For those of you who don't know,
What's with publishers right now?
so it's for them. It's because they were essentially bought by
Yeah.
a megalomaniac family who has a ton of money, who just wants nothing but profits.
No, that part I get. I just mean in general, like, have you noticed in the publishing sphere, like, shit's a little crazy right
Yep.
now, since, like, all the stuff with Humble and some of the other publishers have laid
Any
off
of
droves
those-
of their teams.
Those more like mid-tier publishers, just there's been a lot of issues. We have a fix for the computers that are down. All you need to do is log on to that PC and delete one line of code. To be fair, if you want a minimum amount of systems when it comes to PC, it already has a mess with the 3 we have. That is fair. But, you know, that's why I will forever stick to smaller companies. Like, I mean, Super Rare is decent. Meh. I don't know that I should actually say Super Rare on that one, but, like...
I didn't know, though, about all the issues with Humble before
That's
the
fair.
like the entire team layoff.
That is fair, but like Critical Reflex is awesome. Dread XP is awesome. Like there's some really sick. Raw Fury does a really awesome
Fair.
job.
I love Raw Fury.
There are some of those like much more
Devolver's
small.
pretty solid.
Devolver's fucking banging.
Devolver, like, they seem like a pretty decent. I mean, obviously, we don't know everything that happens behind the scenes.
Exactly.
But from what I've
Again,
seen,
I hope I'm not going to eat my words at some point. But
as a
from what
publisher,
we
they
know,
do seem okay.
well, Microsoft hasn't released a good, stable OS since Windows 7, so I'm not surprised there's still issues. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't Microsoft's fault, but I don't believe that they deserve full absolution for any repercussions from that.
Oh, no, I will
because-
absolutely hold Microsoft accountable for at least part of it, because if they're using their systems, then that's the bigger problem, is that what's the flaw in the system?
Exactly. Not to mention their constant data requests.
Oh
Honestly.
my god, yeah.
Fun
the amount
fact.
of shit you have to turn off.
At one point, my last name might have actually been doxed on this channel.
That's
Because
right.
I don't remember, I'm not going to say the specific game, but we were playing a game. A part of it involved me having to open up, I think it was Microsoft Word, and I don't have my stuff connected to Microsoft's cloud because it got annoying because every time it would be like, oh, you're running low on space, you want to pay for more? And I was like, you know what, screw this, I don't care. So it wasn't KinetoPet. It was not, surprisingly.
I
it was
vaguely
older
know
than
what
that.
game it
I
was.
remember which game it was.
You'll have to remind me later if I'm right. You tell me later.
We have a plush.
Okay.
I was trying to think of the most covert way to say it.
Is it a plush we have over there?
Yes.
Yep, I think I know exactly which game this was.
If Norton only ran on Mac, Norton failed. Would you blame Apple for it? I know they're shit, but still. I mean, it's... Microsoft didn't do a good enough job of having checks and balances, because it shouldn't have been one single company that then nukes so much infrastructure.
It literally... Hospitals could not function. Airlines could not land planes because of this fucking crash.
Exactly.
Like, my booking system
Just
is...
go to Linux.
My booking system is a drop in the fucking bucket in all the shit that went down that day.
Yep.
Over the course of a blip, that was like a second.
Yep.
It shut shit down for hours.
Well, you know, because Microsoft always is like, oh, but don't you want to, you know, have your stuff hooked to the cloud, link your account. It opened up Microsoft Word, and I wasn't thinking, because I was like, oh, okay, this should be fine. And the first thing that pops up is, oh, hey, this is still your email, right? Would you like to connect to the cloud? And it's like, okay, Cool.
And his
There
email
goes
is
my
his
entire full name. Sick. Thank you,
Stan's
Microsoft.
middle name, and he has a very unique last name, which would make it like very easy to find information.
Exactly. You haven't missed much, Sela. Mostly just complaining about how much Microsoft sucks. Some planes are still in the air. Want to land? Exactly. That's how code works. You can make it.
God damn it, stranger.
I know.
The fact that he's like, they're still there.
No, I don't want to die in one hit, so no, thank you. But, especially fuck the company that was behind that issue. How do you make that much of a glaring error? But also, Microsoft maybe shouldn't have such a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that that's such a big thing to say. Like, everything that my company does is all through Microsoft systems. And that's not just saying, oh yeah, no, it's a Microsoft PC. Oh no, I'm talking, like, our ordering system is using Microsoft's safe login. Every email is a Microsoft specific email. Like, it is...
Which, were you ever able to get access to your work email?
No. To be fair, I don't want to, because I don't need people bothering
No,
me.
I know you don't care, but like, I'm just like, you were never able to get into that system, were you?
Nope. I made Caitlin laugh today rather than curse my existence. My night is complete.
Dang, I'm not that mean, am I?
To be fair, Stranger is a creature of chaos.
That is fair.
Alright. Moldstone Pass. How much more? Okay, we've made some more progress. We've made like 15% progress today.
God damn it.
And again, this game is surprisingly massive.
To be fair, you only play game for like 3-minute increments, babe.
That's fair. I agree, we should globalize them, make them part of the UN, or they're just paid to make it work. And see, honestly, I am so down with those kinds of systems. Like, I think it's stupid to be against... against making something a public utility, because at that point, you are still paying for it either way, but that way you actually get the benefits of paying for it, rather than just paying a mega corporation to not actually do the things that it was paid for. Look, how much money was Comcast given to make easily accessible and inexpensive internet that they just then pocketed? They did the programs, and then rather than cutting any prices, they charged out the ass for it. Like, publicly owned utilities should be a thing, especially when it comes to internet-related things, which you need access to in this day and age. There is no getting around without a cell phone or a computer anymore. It's just not possible. You'd all be bored if this was, or if I wasn't so unpredictable. Exactly. We appreciate you for the person that you are, stranger. We absolutely do, my dude. But it's like the stupid fucking grid here in Texas. How much of the rest of the US do you hear issues about the power grid? How often do you hear that? And yet, how, like, worldwide is it known that the Texas power grid is beyond garbage in the slightest bit of weather? It is the only state in this country that is not a part of the national grid.
But babe, Texas gotta be independent from everybody else.
Texas has to be a special fucking flower. Because Texas. That's literally the reason. Because Texas. That's why they have their own fucking Texas State Pledge of Allegiance.
That they make kids say in school, which is so ridiculous to me.
It really is.
Like, they have to say the American Pledge of Allegiance, and then they have to say the Texas one.
Speaking about power,
That's
there's a
fucking
storm this week
weird.
that knocked out your whole town. Oh, shit! Damn, how long were you guys without power? That sucks, Sela. That is nasty. Like, this time of year, there's so much especially awful weather that happens. Let's see, Texas needs an independent woman. Texas is an independent woman and don't need help from nobody.
Bro still needs help from the US fucking power grid.
Honestly? Like, that's the whole point of having a centralized grid. If one state is having issues, you can siphon power off from another state that's completely fine right now. Why is that a fucking problem? A lot of places in America have issues with the power grid. See, and that's the thing. It's because the grids have not been updated in forever. It has not been future-proofed. It has not had any real infrastructure investments, which, fun fact, if a certain So I don't. If Kamala Harris actually wins, there might actually be a chance of that happening and us having some better infrastructure in all forms, which would be real fucking nice. But it's because there's just been such a lack of push for infrastructure. Wasn't back on until like 1 to 2 in the morning. Shut off about 10 a.m. Oh damn, that's a long time. Scotty, America needs more power. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. That was a good one, stranger. This is also why Californians have issues with power lines, because they don't have extra money for maintenance. They got money for new shit. Exactly. Exactly. And it complicates things more than it should. It's almost like all the money we're supposed to use on running a country on the military instead. Exactly. Yay, military industrial complex. Woo! I love it. I'm so glad that my money can go to giving other countries money to bomb children. It's great. It's a real good use of my fucking tax dollars. Rather than, you know, drivable roads or decent public transportation in like 90% of the fucking country. Let's see here. Power? Nah. Stairways to nowhere. Perfect, honestly. Honestly, stranger. And yep, see that? You can't forget that too. Tax breaks for the 1%. That's the other important thing we definitely need. Tax breaks for, you know, Elon Musk, who is now apparently going to potentially be the world's first trillionaire in the next 3 fucking years. That's a necessary thing. That is absolutely something that should happen. We live in the worst timeline, you guys. I hate it here. Again, can we just send him back to Africa? Can we send him back where he came from so they can finally, you know, get the vengeance that they deserve for his family's blood diamond bullshit? I feel like everybody wins in that situation. Obviously not Elon, but like who fucking cares? The worst timeline would be a timeline with no internet. I mean, I feel conflicted about that. Because like obviously we wouldn't, none of us would know each other. The world would be a hell of a lot lonelier, and I'd miss hanging with y'all. But there's also, at the same time, there's that thought of, like... But also then we wouldn't have had all of the cancer that social media has caused over the last, now, all but 2 decades. So, like, it would suck, but also I feel like it might almost be a better world, too, so I don't know. What stocks he got now? Tesla and Twitter stocks are still bad. You know, where the fuck is he getting all this money from? Is a genuine question. He's run a company completely into the ground.
He's run another company kind of into the ground.
Yep. Starlink now is on a lot of bad terms, because, oh, what's that? You mean that he's actually kind of a Russian stooge and has done shit to shut Starlink down for countries that don't agree with Russia?
Is anybody surprised that he was a Russian stooge this whole time?
No, not at all. Man only cares about money. Him and his fucking blood diamond family can all get bent.
Sounds like someone I know of that if he wins a presidency, we may have to get married.
Yep. Granted, SpaceX is doing better because NASA... See, that's the only thing, and that's just because Boeing has so massively shit the bed. Like, Boeing is... It is... I don't know that there's ever been a worse situation than what they have done. Purely because they were like, oh, you know what's a great idea? Let's go ahead and get rid of the engineer who's running the company and let's just replace him with a corporatist. That's a real great idea. Cut corners on safety measures when we're talking about airplanes, things that are flying so incredibly high in the sky that if the minor thing happens, potentially everyone on that plane dies. Doesn't matter. Nickel and dime them. Save that money so we can then spend it on stock buybacks rather than, you know, making sure people don't fucking die. To be fair, right now, I'd also be afraid of using Boeing. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I told someone that recently, that, like, I'm nervous about using any Boeing plane. And they actually tried to tell me, like, oh, no, honestly, it's fine, because, like, it's only these specific planes that have issues. That's already too many.
That's a lot of trust, too. Man, I used to do work with them. I did not know that, Sela. I genuinely did not know that. Let's see if your astronaut got to spend another... Yeah, no, exactly. People are... What was supposed to be just like, what was it, like a 2-week trip or something like that? It was supposed to be a super short trip. Now we'll have been up at the ISS for like almost a year by the time they're actually able to get rescued. And I mean,
Yeah.
SpaceX is having their own issues due partially to how incredibly little they care about environmental regulations. Fucking Texas told them, hey, you guys actually can't do any more rocket launches for a specific amount of time because even for us, you're polluting too much. Even for this state that genuinely does not care about emissions, that you no longer have to have emissions testing done on your car.
In some places.
Yep. Like, even this state was like, hey, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to say no. You're doing too much. You need to stop polluting our water and our land so much. Like, what the actual fuck? Okay, I wanna just do a tiny bit more exploring, because I know we're at the 2-hour mark now, so we are pretty much gonna have to wrap up here in just a second. I just want to find a good stopping spot.
Sorry I got home early, you
Gosh,
guys.
you're all good, babe. I was gonna be ending this time anyway. I used to handle some freight with them when I was still a freight broker, but I also know some of their engineers very well. I was friends with their kids, met the family through them. Hot damn. That's super dope. And like, it's not the engineer's fault in this, genuinely, because, well, I mean, it's not majority their fault, because so much of it is just simply due to the fucking shareholders who, again, care more about making a couple of extra bucks than human fucking lives. They blew a hole in the ozone layer because Elon wanted to colonize Mars. Exactly. Exactly. Like, it's awful. They asked Boeing engineers if they would fly their new planes, and one said yes if you had a death wish. Exactly. Like, I really feel for them, because it's not like they did it on purpose. At a certain point in those kind of situations, you're just kind of screwed. The engineers told them it was dangerous, and they just didn't do anything. Exactly. The higher-ups did not listen. And it's almost surprising that there hasn't been more lost life due to that cheap, ridiculous bullshit. We're good. Haha! Give me the ting. All the people that work there or work with them just know their higher-ups are shady and dangerous as fuck. It's disgusting. It really, really is. Alright, do we have a good save spot here? I think we might actually have a good spot to stop. Let me just kill these assholes who are trying to murder me while I am trying to peacefully pause. Well, yeah, we made a little bit of progress today. We did.
Keyword little.
To be fair, again, I'm very surprised. I was hoping that we could actually finish this before Spooktober, but at this point, I don't know if we will. I genuinely... Boys, quiet. I genuinely don't know if we will. I hope we will, but like... This is a massive Metroidvania. I'm really, really impressed at just how much more map continues to show up. Jazzy! Jasper! Come here! Jazzy! Here you go, bud. Exactly. Another game Sean won't finish. We'll finish it after October. We will, if we don't finish it before then. We still got a couple... 2 more streams. We got 2 more streams. I'm guessing the 100% probably includes getting every collectible. So maybe... Just maybe... We'll finish it at like 60%. So maybe we're like halfway there. I don't know. Does Sean ever finish games? We literally finished one yesterday, Haley. I finished a game about corn.
That you started in that stream.
That is fair. We actually did a 1-for-1, Ethan. You made it back before we finished. Let's go. Everyone, remember your daily blessing of Boeing so you aren't assassinated. I can't. Yeah, no, I love that to this point they have actually technically gotten away with assassinating 2 whistleblowers. Truly the best of times. Man, today was a wild stream. I was not expecting the tangents we went off into. It was a good time. That game was crazy. You know, I'm still genuinely surprised at how solid Maze was. It was actually a genuinely enjoyable game, and if you didn't check it out, if you're a fan of weird things, which I would hope you are if you're hanging with us, because, like... We got into the deep lore. Yeah, no, we got into the deepest lore. But, you know, put it on your wish list because it goes on sale. It's on PlayStation and PC. I know that for sure. I got it for, like, I think $3. It's worth a play because it was fucking good. How'd Crypt Custodian go? It went well. It did. Even though we tangented a lot, we took out 2 bosses? Yeah, I think we took out 2 more main bosses. We made 2 new friends. We're making progress. We're moving and shaking.
Look at Sean actually playing games.
We did, well, we kind of found out who the corn boss was, but not really. Like, I think it was the Ruby Queen. I think that's who the boss of all the... Yeah, she was the boss of all the corn. That game was wild. I still love the fact that the game ended with a full-on 80s power ballad. It was a special experience. I got home and got stuck in a project and forgot to put the stream back on. Yo, dude, you were all good. You were all good. I'm glad you got to drop by before we finished. But yeah, sadly we have to end things here. We will be back on Tuesday next week. Fun fact. I haven't decided for sure, but I'm leaning towards a yes. And actually, I wanted to ask you guys about this. So there's a game that we played very recently that is, it was a, like, spoopy adjacent game. It was something that we had a really fun time with. It was something that we did 2 streams of. It was something that was based on, like, 90s PC vibes, and that's all I'm going to say. But there's a DLC that's coming out next Friday for it. And it is a Christmas-themed DLC. So I wanted to pose the question to you guys. Do we want to play it on release? Do we want to save it and play it during Spooktober? Or do we want to save it and play it in the lead-up to Christmas? Potato Thriller! I forgot about that game. Oh, God. That's a real deep cut. If you know, you know. Summer Katim, I'm still waiting for Summer Hills to come out. I need you to hurry up on that. But, you know, if you guys... no, it wasn't. I don't think there, unfortunately, could ever be anything... you know, the top 2 games we've played in the history of this channel. Mr. Maze and Potato Thriller. Nothing else is better than those 2. But, you know, I gotta decide for sure. But there's a chance, if I decide, and if you guys are down with it, that we actually have a bonus stream next Friday, and we get to check out a DLC for a really fun and unique game. So we'll see what happens with that. But next week, obviously, we got some good shenanigans going as we are now 2 weeks away from Spooktober. We are so goddamn close. We are right on the verge of greatness. And I hope y'all are ready. I know, obviously, we got Ace Attorney. We got more Crypt Custodian. For those of you who missed it when I announced it yesterday, you'll get to see it when I put the stream schedule out, probably tomorrow. But the game that we're picking up since we finished up Maze is we're checking out a game called Genesis Noir, which looks really, really interesting. I know, how the hell are we already halfway through September?
Whoa, we're halfway there.
But yeah.
Sean squeezed my leg to be like, shut up, Caitlin.
No, that was your adorable squish. I would never tell you to shut up. Never. If it wasn't for potential DMCA for one too many lines, I probably would have continued that for you. But yeah, no, this year has absolutely fucking flown by. But we're going to go ahead and end this one here so I can go hang with Caitlin, figure out what we're going to have for dinner because I still have no idea what that's going to be. But thank you all so fucking much for coming and hanging out. I will miss you all very much the next couple of days, and I can't wait till we get to hang on Tuesday and until we potentially get to have a 4-day hang next week. It's been a minute since we've done that. Hey, thanks for stream, bald guy. Appreciate you dropping by, Sela. Appreciate you, my friend. But yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday with some more Ace Attorney shenanigans. Stream schedule will go up this weekend. I still haven't had much luck finding a hot clown costume or options for hot clown costume. So there might be a poll, or if I can't find something, it might just end up being Sean had to get a mishmash of stuff. So there might be a poll soon. Yeah, no, Sela. Fun fact, it is September, and we did very easily, I think on the second day, hit the sub goal for Sean has to wear a hot clown costume once a week for all of Spooktober. So that's the thing that's going to happen. I have to figure out what the clown costume is going to be.
I love you.
I am an adult. I pay taxes. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, Sean Gideon, stranger. Ethan, no, not you two. Sean Hunt clown calendar when?
We're not doing it, guys.
I can't. I'm fucking dead. But as always, we're gonna be serenaded on the way out here by the man himself, Victor, aka Halo Bear. Do yourself a favor. Go listen to the man's music. Go give him a little shout. He makes some incredible stuff and just is a genuinely great dude. You're not gonna regret a single second you listen. But like I said, stream schedule goes up tomorrow. I hope y'all are ready. I hope you have a honkin' red nose ready. There will be. There definitely will be. That and a multicolored wig. Those are always a requirement. But I cannot wait to see you all on Tuesday. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend Monday and start your Tuesday. And I can't wait to see you all Tuesday afternoon. I love you guys.
In the arms of the derb, fly away to the derb stream. From this dark, cold retail store, seriously, screw retail, and the endless derp you feel. You are pulled from the derp of your silent, eternal derp. You're in the arms of the derp. May you find comfort in this stream. Welcome to Sergeant Hurt Derp Stream.